You got the execution forms?
Yeah, here.
Thanks. Hey, get up! You President FN2187.
Yeah, that's me.
It's time for your execution.
Can't be. That's from last year.
I knew I should have learned how to read. I'll be back.
Psst. Psst. Hey, kid. You better believe it, I'm a talking rat. Between you and me, these guards plan on keeping you in here? Hit her, Swiss. Now, come on. I'll get you out of here. Grab onto my cane. But don't steal my cheese.
We're from the lab. Have you seen our lab rat?
I haven't seen him. I execute a guy, and it's from last year.
Look what you did. Now, the authorities are after us. Look what you did.
I'm sorry I was the monster in this situation.
Look, helping me on that cell, I shouldn't have done it, okay? It was nacho cheese my problem, but I did it anyways, because I'm a very helpful rat.
Thank you.
And I have a feeling you're a very talented boy. You're a very talented boy. You're gonna win like 5 awards, okay? So I want you to take this. Okay. Don't take that. Don't take that. You're disgusting. Disgusting. I'll sacrifice myself for you. Don't take my cheese. Cheese dance. This is my cheese dance. This is my cheese dance. This is my Excuse me?
Back to the lab.
What?
You messed it up.
What are you talking about?
He's still alive.
He's still alive. What are you...
Look.
Oh. Sorry, I always mess up the dates early into the new year.
Yes. Well, so you don't mess up this one.
What? Fired?
Yeah, effective January 1st, 2016.
Oh, no!
Happy New Year and welcome back to Speak of the Devils, brought to you by the 2016 Relief Foundation. If you or someone you know was left traumatized and beat down by last year, please call this number, 1-800-666-2016, and get them the help they need. We here at Speak of the Devils hope we help bring 2016 to a better conclusion for some of you out there with our holiday spectacular last month. But now it's a new year, and we've got a batch of new sketches and segments coming your way. First up, I'd like to welcome our first guest for the new year, BHS Substitute Teacher Mr. Gay, or as he's more affectionately known by the BHS population, Mr. G. Mr. G, thanks for stopping tonight.
Thank you. Nice to be here.
All right, let's get started. What were some of your favorite experiences as sub here at BHS?
Well, I think I was surprised to feel the warmth from all the student body and the teachers here. It was a very comfortable experience to come and work. As you know, I'm in a different classroom every day, so that going from a place to place, I thought it would be hard to get everyone to settle down, but there seems to be a familiarity and it works very well here.
Well, that's a good way to work. What about some bad experiences you've had, like your least favorite?
Well, that'll be a short answer because I actually haven't had a bad experience.
Really? Well, that's good to hear.
Thank you.
I'm happy to hear that. Do you have any funny stories?
It's
tell us.
Too early to tell. I don't have any really funny stories. I tease people, but those aren't stories. It's just a matter of timing.
Yeah.
So no, actually, I don't have a funny story to tell.
All right. Well, if you think of anything, let me know.
Thank you.
What were some of the things that you've done before becoming a substitute teacher here, like a career?
I was a full-time teacher in Pennsylvania, and I was also I was on the staff at Susquehanna University, and worked in admissions. So I was finding students to bring down to Pennsylvania, and I worked also at that time as a football and wrestling coach.
All right. What subject did you teach?
English.
What's your take on the current Wi-Fi situation BHS students are facing right now, where only school devices can be using the Wi-Fi?
It's a complex problem. I know they're trying to solve it. I don't think they have the answer yet. It seems to be an inconvenience, but I think we can get by it. Everyone seems to be working with it. it will be better when it's done.
Yeah. I'm personally quite frustrated with it because I don't use my school iPad to work. I use my Microsoft Surface.
Okay, that makes it more difficult.
Yeah, I have to use my phone's hotspot, which gets costly.
Right.
Yeah. When you were in school, what were your favorite subjects?
I liked English and history, and I actually ended up being an English and philosophy major, so I liked doing the readings.
Have you had any issues here with technology?
No, I actually purchased a Chromebook last year, and I'm having trouble getting in on my Chromebook, but when this whole issue is settled, I think that will go away too.
Okay. Well, thank you, Mr. G. Now with the holidays behind us, a lot of us have time to check out our presents from Christmas and Hanukkah. Here's Ethan Russo with a review on a new microphone he got as a gift. Next up,
Microphones. They're in everything these days. In cameras, in phones, in iPads, in laptops, even some headphones have microphones in them these days. Like it's crazy. They're not always that good, obviously. You could do this, but you probably wouldn't because it wouldn't sound great, but you could be like, oh, I'm a professional YouTuber. My microphone is voice memos on my phone, right? Like it doesn't work. So people buy more microphones, better microphones that connect to your computer directly. And today I'm talking about the Blue Yeti. It's a microphone that I got for Christmas. It's the blackout edition, so it's a little bit better in performance. Yeah. So right now you're listening to me speaking through Blue Yeti. It doesn't sound right. I mean, that's the quality of it. It's behind the camera. It's over there. It's behind the camera right now. So you might not be able to hear me as well as it would be if it was, if I was directly at my desk there. But there are some very cool features. So when you open the box, you open it up, there's some styrofoam in there, and inside of that you get the microphone. The microphone pre-built onto its stand. Stand is really good in the box. You also get a USB-A to mini B cable, and that's all you get. So what you do is you plug your headphones onto the microphone, and you put your headphones on, and what you can do is if you plug the mini B into the microphone, plug the other end into your computer, then all of the sound with a little bit of fiddling in Windows goes through your microphone into your headphones while picking up everything that's coming through the microphone, and it adds it on. So you can hear what you're saying and what's going on, and you can monitor audio as you're recording. I could do that right now with my headphones, put them on, and now I can hear everything that I'm saying. Yeah, so it actually sounds pretty echoey in here, I can hear, but that's because it's my room. Something else about this microphone is it has many, many features, and by features I really mean dials on it. So there's 3 dials and 1 button. So let's start with the button. The button glows red when you're on the air. That means that you can talk and people will hear you. If the button is flashing, that means that you're muted, and when you press the button, it toggles between the states. And then directly below the button, there is a volume knob. This is not the volume of your voice. This affects everything going through your computer. So it turns up your computer volume, not your system volume, but just the output volume. If you actually want to turn up your volume that everyone else is going to hear, you got to turn it around to back, and on the back there you'll see a gain knob. I usually keep this at the minimalist setting. It's pretty loud as it is, especially when it's right in front of me on my desk. So it's actually pretty good at minimal, but I can see many different possibilities for needing it louder, and I've actually used it halfway before, but never really actually recorded an entire video with just full volume. This is like quarter volume right now, because I'm not directly in front of it. And below that gain knob is the setting knob. So this is interesting because it has 3 mics inside the actual capsule of the top of the microphone. Those 3 mics allow you to pick up audio from different directions relative to the microphone. When you do that, what you'll have many different modes that you can set it into with, volume of different microphones, which microphones are turned on, that kind of thing. And so you're able to hear, you know, front and back, or all around, or just the front, or side to side. There's many different possibilities. There's 4 settings on the knob that you can set it to get whatever you want. So you're doing a podcast, you can have, you know, you and say, like, if you're, or, and more importantly, like an interview, you and someone else on the other side, then you set it to the mode that looks like the 2 rings like that, and then you can hear you and the person in front of you, but nothing to the sides. That's what that's designed for. And the quality of the microphone is really good, especially the build quality. It's very solid, it's all metal, it's really nice, it feels good, it's heavy for a mic, but I think that's pretty good. The sound quality, which is finally getting to that, much better than my old microphone that I replaced with this. I see it over there, the old microphone. Bye. Yeah, that was pretty bad. I mean, if you've heard anything that I've said then in the past, you can compare it to, you know, this, or more importantly, actually streams and recordings that we've done with the new microphone. But the quality is amazing. There is a slight hum sometimes, especially noticeable on the higher settings. I'll be playing a game after, like, a recording session. We're not recording anymore. I'm playing a game, and I'm like, oh, I left my mic on because I can hear the hum. But it's not a deal breaker in any way. It's very, very good otherwise. The hum kind of gets drowned out when you're actually speaking or other audio is playing, so it's not much of a big deal to recording and stuff like that. So, yeah. That was my review of the Blue Yeti. I don't know why I said that. You probably knew that already. If you didn't, I'm reviewing the Blue Yeti. You probably should have known that. Alright, bye.
Next up, we got a kooky little short film from Nick Conley, Flynn Reardon, and Ethan Russo. Here's The Evil Penguin.
Late at night, and you killed him. And I know that you regret it. I know that even through those black eyes, I can see it. Your emotions are swelling up inside of you, and you regret the things you've done.
Hey, slightly mediocre salesperson here, and today I want to introduce you to a product. I call it the bucket. Now you may be wondering, where's the bucket? I forgot it. Oh. Only $9.99 at Target. Or Stop and Shop. Where should we sell this thing?
Everywhere.
There. Go get a copy.
I'm dizzy. Senor Penguino, you have gifted me a present. I thank you. What's inside? Full of sticky notes, is this correct? What are they? Didn't do the dishes, didn't wash the clothes, didn't kiss me goodnight. What is this? Divorce? Complaints? I didn't know. All this time? You thought that you hated me?
Hi, I didn't see you there. I want to tell you about cobras. Very dangerous snakes. This is not a sponsor, this is a warning.
It's a PSA.
Seriously, yeah, it's a PSA. You will die.
Senor Penguino, I've had enough of you! I've had enough of your mockery and all this!
Hi. I'm sponsoring this video, against my will. Please kill me.
Something special. Next from Nick Bongiorno and Josh Coughlin is their self-produced Apple commercial parody, featuring an interview with Marshall Simons Middle School technology teacher Mr. Hodges. Let's take a look.
We topped the legendary MacBook once again. We added this really cool feature called the touch bar. It's a little touchscreen above the keyboard for emojis and things. That's pretty much it. Oh, and it makes it look cool. It makes sense because everyone knows that what Apple products are all about. And don't think we made your laptop ugly with a bunch of different ports and things. Our design replaces all of these ports, including the charger, with USB Type-C. The best part is, almost nobody has USB Type-C devices. So that means less ugly cables flowing out of a laptop.
You know, generally I think Apple does a pretty good job with the software. It's seamless. There's good tech support. I've had almost no crashes with it ever. But, you know, it's been a pretty good computer. On the negatives, obviously Apple is, there's a premium price for their product. It's proprietary in the sense that any of the software or anything you get has to be bought through Apple. I can't just buy it anywhere else. In other words, in Android you have a whole bunch of different software people that you can go to. But with Apple, there's only Apple because they have their own proprietary software and also their hardware. It's expensive to buy and it's not as versatile. So that's, you know, some of the negatives that I see with it. Again, I don't have a touch screen on it like the latest technology or a very, well, now the driver's starting to get antiquated. You know, the average computer lasts about 4 years and then it's considered it's not going to be able to keep up with the latest software, which is one of the problems that I have now.
Apple. If your ideas don't alienate people and lack real progress, you're doing it wrong.
Good job, guys. Finally, we've got a short film from one of our newest Speak of the Devils members, Joey Bonanno. Here's The Briefcase.
Back away from the case.
All right. I'm getting it.
Awesome job, Joey. I can't wait for part 2. Well, that just about does it for this episode. Thanks again to Mr. G, and Happy New Year, everybody. This is Josh Coughlin from Speak of the Devils, and we'll see you next time. And remember, don't text and sled.